she is real. Dressed to kill. Biggie bomb bomb till you tired. I can put a stone by your eye. I can say you never switch your sides. You never tell me lies. Not rushing ties, yeah. Trip crib in the middle of the night. I know that you miss me cause I put it down right. Babe, I can put you on a flight. You know that a like me change your life, oh baby. Everything you do is amazing. Ain't nobody got to go crazy. I got what you need. Everybody think you shy, but I know you a break, little baby. Yo, give me lit. On my phone when they find out that I'm rich, then they switch. When they say I'm choosing on my gotta do and donut, yeah. Pause for the flick. Bust it, baby, watch you do it on the split. She don't need no hands or no pain. Do your dance, poppin' rubber band, did your dash, make it dance. Yo, read about me phone, just to down, let me put it down, put it down, watch me put it down, put it down. Trip T crib in the middle of the night. I know that you miss me as I put it down right. Hey, I can put you on a flight. You know that a like me can change your life, oh baby. Everything you do is amazing. Ain't nobody got to go crazy. I got what you need. Everybody think you shy, but I know you a break, little baby. Everything you do is amazing. Ain't nobody got to go crazy. I got what you need. Everybody think you shy, but I know you a break.
When a woman's happy,
everybody's happy.
Welcome to the Happy Circle.
WFM. Cut the music.
91.7.
Welcome to Women Radio WFM 91.7, first and only radio station for women and their families. We are unapologetically for women. We remain a tool for women development and your most reliable and leading source for information for women. Okay, I'd love to also say that it is 18 minutes past 12 and it's time for I had to just tell you all that so you will know that we're unapologetically for women. My name is Mojisola Talks, and this is Panorama. Ladies come together to dissect, agree, disagree on topical issues of the day. And today I have Ibinabo Dixon over the phone with me. Ibinabo, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Moji. Good afternoon, listeners. Good afternoon, everybody.
Yes, sadly we do not have Esther. She's been sniffing. So she asked to be excused. I pray that she gets better very soon. So because I really miss her. Anyway. So let's get to the discussion for today. The first topical issue we're talking on is the drama as rector of Federal Polytechnic Ado-Ekiti invests salaries on Bitcoin worth 1 billion naira. The staffs have been going on different protests, protesting against what has happened because they've not been paid. And now, according to reports, is hiding, nowhere to be found. But this is quite disheartening because this definitely involves both the teaching staffs and the non-teaching staffs. Ibinaba, what are your thoughts on this?
It's so unfortunate, sometimes where you expect some kind of display of good character, you are so disappointed. For a man of such a position as director of a polytechnic, who is supposed to be an image maker, who is supposed to be exemplary to everybody in the school, both the teaching and non-teaching staff, and also the students. And now look at the story that has come out concerning him. Such a disgrace, Sometimes, people would do some things. This probably is not his first time. He has been doing this for quite some time.
Because I think this time he just got caught.
for a salary earner, he is a salary earner. For a salary earner to get himself involved in, you know, investing other people's money, money meant to be paid as salaries to people who have worked and should be paid for a job well done. He invested this money that is not his into whatever he invested in. It's such a shame. And I hope, from what I read, he's yet to be apprehended. But I hope that
Yes.
to be apprehended and he's going to be brought to book. He has to come out and explain why and how, because it couldn't have worked alone. Because amount of money
1 billion naira.
and open up who are his collaborators. He must have his accomplices because I mean such a huge amount of money. It's not like it was kept in his account. Because I mean officially the salaries of workers shouldn't be kept in the account, in the private account of the rector. Because he is equally to be paid his own salary too. So how did he gain access to such
Amount of money?
Definitely, it was not something he did just in one day. It was a gradual thing. So for him to have been able to lay his hands on such a huge amount of money, it must have been something he did, you know, gradually. So who and who? I'm still emphatic on who are the people involved, who are his collaborators. They must all be brought to book.
Okay. To discuss that very well, because who are his collaborators is the question on Ibinabo, and then you can join the conversation on 07000 to join this conversation on Panorama, where we're discussing, dissecting, and agreeing and disagreeing on topical issues of the day. And today, director of the director of a federal polytechnic used 1 billion naira of the salaries of his staffs to invest in Bitcoin. That is quite disheartening, and my heart really reaches out to to um to those involved, because these people, they have children to feed, they have wives. Some of them are women that probably have aged parents that they are giving money to, and one single person used that money to invest in Bitcoin. I understand the fact. Okay, I was discussing with a colleague of mine, Daniel Adaja, my producer, and we're discussing it generally. And he said in December, he and his friend was talking about a particular a group of friends of his who lost a huge amount of money on forex. And I think not that investment is not good, because okay, that's the way people see this Bitcoin thing, the cryptocurrency era, how it's evolving and how it's getting popular. So many people are saying, "Oh, it's good, it's good." People's money, what people sweat to do that. You can join the conversation by calling us on 07000 or just text us on 070 This is WFM 91.7. Panorama is the show where we are discussing this topical issue of the day. Now you're talking about the team. Right now, Ibinawa is hiding because he has not been seen. I can't even imagine. And this thing of jungle justice is in hiding. And one of my concern right now is, will he be brought to book? Because there are so many people that, like you said earlier, that are involved in the collaboration, that collaborated to make this a success. It can't just be, I don't think it should be only him. Do you think he will be brought to book?
It should be brought to book, and the aspects that is touched somehow that concerning these collaborators, that in itself puts his life at risk. You see, a lot of times when we want to, dabble into anything, we don't look at the aftermath. We are never circumspect, and it is very, very bad. Because you see, some things you would engage yourself in would eventually have such ripple effect that is monumental. And that is what this man is going to go through. Because he never considered the economic implications. I mean, you dip your hands into the money that is not even yours. And bad enough to the tune of 1 billion naira. This is a man that is, when you hear rector, vice chancellor, what comes to mind is, erudite, scholar, loyalty,
Academic.
Tested and certified leader.
Mm-hmm.
You view the person as a home builder, disciplined, and a very prudent person. So for such a person it's amazing. I know that people do a lot of things. We are living in a times where you are almost getting to a point where you hardly trust anybody. But then again, when you want to involve yourself in such, did you not think that people are going to demand for their salaries? And what were the reasons he had put in place to give to them to hold them back from reacting? Sometimes people do some things and I ask myself, you have your body, you have your soul, you have your spirit together. Are they separated? Is their body in tune with their soul and their spirit? Because, there's some things you do that is absolutely crazy. So wherever he is, I hope that he is safe so that he will come out. I hope that it is the police that will get to him first.
Not the people.
Exactly. People have become so desperate and they want to, cover their tracks. So by so doing, anyone that would expose them, they feel should be eliminated. That is why you have these assassins all over the place. So you that have decided to wine with the devil, you have already signed some form of agreement that could endanger your life. And it is so unfortunate. He has brought his office to disrepute. He has brought his family.
Yes, his family too, because his children now and his wife. I like what you said. I really hope that the staffs is owing do not get to them first. You mentioned first one of the things you said when we started this conversation was he has put himself under risk. Now his family right now, and I'm wondering what the wife and the children where they are right now because they are not even protected just because of a single mistake. And I really want us to look at it from that aspect of we being responsible, of we being careful. I think it was 2 days ago when we were discussing a panorama of when you're going out, you tell someone, you were mentioning it, that you tell your teenage children whenever you're going out, this and this is where here is where I'm going and this is what I want to do. I'm I remember vividly. You said, "I'm coming" is nowhere. That I'm coming is not. It doesn't mean anything. So we've been responsible for our actions because right now we need to really. I want us to look at it from that aspect that we should always consider our family, our relatives. The name, I think. A proverb says, "A good name is better than silver and gold," because his name now is under disgrace, and there is this once you just hear this name you'll be like, oh, are you related to, you get. So I really want us to talk from that particular aspect right now, Ibinabo.
Yeah, thank you, Moji. You see, a lot of times when some people, plunge into all these criminal activities, they forget that they have families, they have friends. Because you see, at the end of the day, change the image of these people. Because, the first thing that comes to mind is that, he would have used the proceeds of his fraudulent activities to fund a lavish lifestyle for his family members. And unfortunately, maybe he has been the tight-fisted, acadom kind of guy in the house who would complain more about the economic hardship than any other person. So, such a situation, I would just want to appeal to everybody affected that they should please and please and please let us wait for the security operatives to do their job and, fish him out and bring him to book. Because it's transfer of our aggression is not, a fair judgment.
It's not. I agree with you.
Yeah, the fact that somebody is your father and your father has done wrong, nobody should punish you for that. I remember so many years back when a child, like if a child or a husband is involved in any form of crime and the person is at large, they will just go in there and pick. Like I remember a particular case that this woman, I can't remember what the son did. So the son was at large. So the security operator went to the house and picked the mother, and with the mindset that when we carry your mama, you come up.
You
And
go
the child
show.
never showed up,
Wow.
and it
Amazing.
was
That's
it,
pathetic.
this is a woman that I got to know about her story through a friend. They said she was uh, left in the police cell or maybe behind the counter for days until a senior officer was in the station and he wanted to know why she was there. And by the time he got to know about the whole story, he was very angry and he said, "Look, you people should stop being lazy. Go and look for the criminal and
And leave
take
the
the mother
mother
alone."
alone.
That was when
Yes.
the woman was freed. And what told me said as soon as she gained her freedom, she left the house.
Hmm.
So she would have gone to a place that is not convenient just to lay low and be protected from being rearrested. So you see, a lot of times, whatever we are doing, we should always remember that we'll be hugely affected
Hmm.
when shameful
Hmm.
and it's all wrapped in corruption. So we need to always be circumspect. This is one basic thing that is missing. A lot of people will just engage in any activity without remembering that I am from somewhere. Even some children, you see some of this, like take for example, all of these louds and cows on the streets. They have family members. Some robbers, bandits, they are family members.
Hmm.
People begin to view your loved ones. They are as terrible as you are. They are
Exactly.
equally mean. You understand? So
Mm-hmm.
we should always please remember that we are not alone in this world. We have loved ones. So whatever we're going to be doing, we have to be circumspect of the after effects, just so we don't drag into mud people who have spent so many years to build a name for themselves. Because this man now, he has a name. He has
Hmm.
children. So even his siblings are in trouble. Those who are saying bearing the name, maybe his brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Baju, so where's your brother? Oh? Your brother don't thief.
Don't tip salary of people.
It is so embarrassing.
Very
People
embarrassing.
are just very selfish and self-centered. All they think about is themselves. They don't remember that whatever bad they do would splash and stain other people around them. It's so
Exactly.
unfortunate.
Very
Mm.
unfortunate. 26 minutes to 1, and it's still WFM 91.7 Women Radio. The program is Panorama, and we've been discussing on as drama drama as rector Federal Polytechnic at Ekiti invests staff salaries on Bitcoin worth 1 billion naira, a very huge amount of money. It's been about that is over the phone, and we're discussing and dissecting it all at the same time, trying to bring all the angles that we are not even seeing. Because right now we've spoken about how whatever you do as a person can rub off on your family members and your relatives and your loved ones, and you don't want to put them in that kind of corner. My name is Mojisola Talks, and the number to call to join this conversation is 070917917. Just in case you don't want to call, you can send us a WhatsApp message or text on 07031756537. Ibn Abba, before we go to the second story for the day that I want us to discuss, I would love to hear your final, what you really have to say to summarize all this on this issue.
Okay, what I just want to say is that you see, we there is no one that is completely financially sufficient.
Hmm.
We all have needs. Like some people will tell you, the higher you go, the more your needs,
Hmm.
expand. So I'm still trying to, ruminate. Why would a man of that caliber, a rector. Do you know what it means to be a rector or a chancellor?
Hmm.
So for him to have done this, that means he has always been a dirty person. I'm talking about his character now. I mean, way back, just that probably he even grabbed his way into that position because you see, when you have the kind of heart to do what he has done, then you begin to wonder what goes on in the head of such a man. What has he done in the past? Who and who has he squeezed dry to get to that position he got to? I mean, the questions are just so many, so numerous. But the bottom line is, I'm still going to appeal to everybody out there, those who are, the victims of these actions, that please and please and please, his wife or his children shouldn't be punished for what he has done. The police should do their job, fish him out. Anyone that has information concerning his hideout should please come up with it so that he will be arrested and then be brought to book. And I hope that money he invested, hey God.
I felt that, hey God, 1 billion naira.
Hey, let me collect her back because I can bet that I can tell you for a fact that even his pension plus
gratuity, yes,
anything that is going to come up with cannot sum up to that amount of money. So there is a whole lot of, this is a very massive issue that the government should weigh in because people are suffering while we are looking for him, while the police is searching for him. What happens to those who are supposed to be paid this salary? So the government, we need the government to intervene.
To really step in, yes.
Exactly, because the fact that one rector decided to invest people's money into whatever, should these people be left in the lurch? Should they suffer for the crime they're not part of? So the government has to do something
about it. Thank you very much.
The other members of board of that institution must come up with something. They must, or the assistance of the state government,
okay,
or the federal government to do something because people should be paid their salaries.
As soon as possible. Let's get this call. Hello, good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, Mojishola, how are you?
I'm very fine. You?
Beautiful one by you, Chief Agozi of Jerubega.
Okay, Chief Adozie. What is your contribution?
I was so much impressed yesterday over the interview. Your interview is tight. You really try.
Oh, thank you very much, sir, for the compliment.
You meet people higher than that. You understand? Governor and president. The feed you are is a very enormous feed. Don't you know that?
Oh, thank you very much.
Very, very much excited. Oh my God, I was lost. It's just that I was tight. I could not be able to keep in my call.
Okay.
You have to keep it up because you really did a beautiful job to the extent that you extended it more 30 minutes. I said, oh my God, what a beautiful interview it is. I was just enjoying it.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so are you contributing on this issue we're talking about on Panorama?
Hello, I'm tight.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Bina, but let's go to the second story. It is 21 minutes to 1 and it's still Panorama on WFM 91.7. You can call us on 07000 917 917 or just text on 07031756537. I have Ibinabo Dixon over the phone and we've been discussing and dissecting this particular issue of the rector of a particular institution, the salary of he invested. I don't want to use the word used. He invested his staff's salaries on Bitcoin and it is worth $1 billion naira. Okay, while we're still looking at that, I want us to look at this second issue, which is Babcock student assaults colleague in viral video. Ibinabo Dixon, you've seen that video?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
That's I saw the video and I rewatched and rewatched. I think I watched like 5 times of how the guy was slapping his colleague consecutively, like he was a baby. This particular video was let me explain the story just in case some listening to us right now have not watched the video. The video showed 100 level student of Babcock University assaulting his colleague, and it has surfaced on social media. It is already viral. The short, it was very, I think it was not even up to a minute. It was a very short video. It surfaced, that was I think a day before yesterday, and it shows two students, all because the reason, when I was trying to get the reason uh, um through the write-up that I saw, I realized that it was because of a slippers. Hey, hey, you wore your slip. Not that the slippers. I don't think the slipper lost. So he wore it. Your colleague wore it, and then that was what caused the whole issue. And he started beating him up like that. I wanted to get this call before I continue the story. Hello, good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Muturai Adage.
Okay.
Allen, somewhere around Allen right now.
Okay, Miss Muturai, what is your contribution concerning this issue?
About the rector,
Yes, yes, you can. You can go on with that.
my immediate senior sister works in Poly. I finished from Ado Polytechnic.
Okay.
But I just called. I called my sister when you started your program.
Okay.
I called her and I told her what people are saying about the rector. My sister said it is a lie.
Wow.
The rector is in school right now because they are having their examination. The students are writing their exam.
Okay.
The rector is in the school compound. He has not run away. It's in the school. Because my sister is a director too.
Okay.
She's a director of academics. She said the rector is in school. But the rector is having problem with a particular man. There is a blogger that wrote this thing that there is no truth.
Okay.
How can one person, I'm not defending him.
Okay.
How can a person take £1 billion from the school course? It's not going to be possible.
Okay.
I don't think so. I've heard much about it and I've been calling my sister. The first time that they accused him of running away, my sister said he went to Abuja for an assignment the following day. And I achieved too. So I'm not sure, but I told her that they should they should find out and go to the bottom of this thing. And
yes, they really need to, because if it's surfacing the second time, that's the thing about bad news. It circulates quickly.
Yes, I heard. And the rector, I've met the rector one-on-one before.
Okay.
I'm not too sure. You can't actually vouch for people
based on appearance.
So you will be able to do that kind of. That is huge.
Okay.
That is huge for the skill. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mutsunraye from Ireland, for your contribution. It's welcomed. Thank you so much. Okay, Ibinaba, you heard what Mutsunraye said. She said she passed the call across to her sister who is in the Polytechnic, and she said nothing like that has happened.
Moji, you see, when you are very concerned with your image and you know the power of the media, the mainstream and the social media. Now, a story about you, a rector of a higher institution, broke out. And the story is everywhere. The first time, the second time, and all you did was to do a press release within the confines of your school. That is not good enough. That is not good enough. You should come out with a counter story, so that this same story will go out there, because it is now. If we were not discussing it on Panorama, she wouldn't come and talk like this. Are you getting? So people should not play nonchalant to issues that borders around integrity and your name, your family name is important. It should be interested in getting to the bottom of this.
Yes, and making sure it does not repeat itself, because this is the second time. When it's coming out the first, okay, let's say it's a rumor. The second time, to be a third time, we do not know.
So all of these stories about there is one man, this and that man is one man. The rector is one man. So why do you keep mum when somebody goes out there and releases all these infos about you and you do nothing?
And there's always a
whatever he has done to counter this story is not strong enough. He has to come out and counter it
strongly.
With a lot of effort, because you can't be lazy about something that affects your person
and can even affect your person in the future.
It will affect your friends, it will affect your loved ones. So we expect that a very strong press release will be made on this.
Yeah, we really expect that. It is 24 minutes to 16 minutes to 1, and this is still Panorama, where we ladies, we discuss, dissect, and definitely agree to disagree on topical issues of the day. We've been discussing just two stories. One of it is the director of a particular polytechnic investing 1 billion naira on of the staff salary on Bitcoin. It is really a heartbreaking news. And from what Ibn Abu have said, if this is a lie, because this is the second time that kind of news is coming out, we really plead that the director himself comes out to really counter it, so that this can go away, because a good name is definitely better than silver and gold. 070917917 is the number to call to, so that we can get your contribution, or just text and send us a WhatsApp message on 07031756537. And we're discussing the second story of how a Babcock student was assaulting his colleague in a viral video. I have this text message from Comrade. He said they can use social, okay, sisters, is it a man that is assaulting a woman, or a man assaulting a man? It was a man assaulting another man. So let me answer that. The one that is assaulting, I've been nursing something before. I wanted to say that too, but let me finish this particular one. Madam, about the rector, anything can happen, from Comrade. And that is the way it is. Ibn Abba, I want us to take this story of this Babcock student that was assaulting his colleague. And we remember that this same, we had Babcock University itself in the news, was it not last year, of how one of their students, or two of their students, was in a viral video. And again, this kind of video is coming out from the school. And there is so many questions on people's hearts that, okay, what is happening? No one even made a move. The person making the video, those that were in the video, the guys in the video, they were not making any move to even separate that issue, to separate the fight, the quarrel that was happening, the fight that was brewing up, until the video ended. We don't even know if there was something worse happened later after the video ended, but we can just bank on this, that it was really an assault, and he was beating the boy. It's not blue black, don't let me say that. But Comrade said something, which is one thing that has been on my mind too. And he said that particular person that was beating his colleague must have been nursing something. Ibn Abba, what are your thoughts?
Okay, if I would take it up from where Comrade finished, I would say that irrespective of what this other guy might have done, I heard, why stop wearing my slippers. You see, in a school in such a school that you rightly mentioned, there are conditions that were signed by these students and their parents. And I'm sure one of them would be that you're not going to go into physical combat with your fellow students. You see, at this point in time in our lives, nobody has the monopoly of violence. But sometimes we cannot condescend to that level of thuggery and all that. I saw in the video that while he was beating this other guy hardly, threw a punch at him.
Yes.
You're about the same size, you're about the same height. So what's this? It's not like a fight between a giant and a dwarf. So, as much as whatever offense this other guy would have, committed against I call him the bully, because you don't take love.
Yes, he was a younger student. Maybe that's the reason the boy could not even make moves. He carried the guy up, and after he did,
he bounced his back on the bed frame. Did you see that part?
Yes, I did. I saw it. Carried him, put him on, as in hit him on the floor, then stood up, started slapping him consecutively.
I just hope that the school authority have swung into action, because all of this kind of events do not speak well of that school.
Exactly.
Because as I am right now, I'm worried, because sometimes children would come home and they won't tell you much.
Yes.
They won't tell you what happened in school. Who knows? Maybe sometimes you tell. I've asked myself so many questions. Probably that guy that was so overbearing, maybe he's from a very wealthy home, and that kind of a thing. Everybody is afraid of him. Maybe they would do one bad thing and get away with it. Maybe that was why we had onlookers. But then, to address the onlookers, I would say that you can't shrug your shoulders and say, come, waiting concern me.
Because it can be you tomorrow too.
It concerns you, because if anything, God forbid, should that boy die, all of you will be called to question. So what are we talking about?
Exactly. And I was really okay. I was really
Go ahead.
okay. I was really thinking about it. You see, some people. Is it my mom that used to say this, that you don't fight with people, you don't know what people are carrying. Just one push and you see some people fall on the floor and then you're in soup. That's one of the reasons why I don't even like fight. Like, okay, you can talk back at me, no problem, but hitting me physically or me hitting you physically, no. You can join this conversation on 07917, or just text us on 07031756537. This is Panorama, and it is 7 minutes to 1. We'll be rounding up soon, so you really need to let the text and messages keep coming in on 07031756537. I have you been about Dixon over the phone. It is still WFM 91.7. Okay, I have a text message here. It says, sisters, missionary schools don't are scattered. Even my village primary school better than some of them. I used to discuss with students. I know what happens there. Ibinabo, yes, is overbearing, Jerry. Still from Comrade. Thank you very much, Comrade, for your message. We see them. So Ibinabo, let's wrap up now. What will be your final words on this particular issue?
Yes, I'm addressing the school authority overall that there should be justice, fair play, and equity, irrespective of who is who. Oh God, what am I saying? I'm so into this. I'm demanding for justice. I'm demanding for fair play. I'm demanding for equity for the one that has been assaulted, irrespective of the status of the boy who assaulted the other, or whoever his parents are. Because I don't think any right-thinking parent should be proud of a bully as a child.
At all.
Because you see, we are looking to, producing proactive and purpose-driven, fair, human leaders. So for such a young man who, because your fellow students wore your slippers, you have been wanting for the optimum time. Yes. But you see, you are adults. So that is why the admission age is 16 years. So you shouldn't be, even if you are 15, you have gone through the secondary school education. So you should have learned how to contain your anger. You don't just like my people, they just scatter with anger for all over the place. It's wrong. The way he banged the boy's back on the bed frame, it could have ended the boy's life.
Yes, spinal cord. Huh.
And you are hitting someone and the person is not hitting you back. That is enough to tell you to hold back your anger. But he kept on and on and on.
And on and
I
on.
hope that will come out with fair play and justice, because we don't, I mean, this cannot be buried under the carpet because the school's name is at stake.
Mm-hmm.
There are many not very friendly stories about the school. So I'm beginning to wonder what is the place of the school authority in all of this.
Thank you very much, Ibinabo. It's always nice, great, always a qualitative conversation with you, Ibinabo Dixon. So we do this again, definitely. Do have a great day.
Thank you for having me. Have a great day too. Bye.
Okay. Oh, it is 4 minutes to 1, and that is the end of Panorama on WFM 91.7, where we ladies come together to what? To discuss, dissect, agree, and disagree on topical issues of the day. Today, we treated two stories, and I hope you were able to learn something from it. And my name is Moji Solar Talks, and this is where I get to say bye bye. Thank you very much for listening and for the calls too, and for the text messages. All this is Panorama. Let me say it again on Women Radio 91.7, where we have ladies come together to discuss, dissect, and disagree on topical issues of the day. We broadcast 12:15 p.m. to 1 p.m. Mondays through Fridays. TGIF, it's Friday. So until next week, Monday. And next week, Monday will be International Women's Day. And it is I choose to challenge. Choose to challenge is the hashtag. And on Monday, definitely is going to be women centric because we are choosing to challenge so many things on Panorama. Next is the Launch Hour Tunes. My name is Moji Salah Talks, and a big thank you to my production assistant in person of Esther Laribe and Daniela Daja. Good afternoon.
To sponsor this program, please call 080-9058-2769.
If you don't wanna see me, did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way.
WFM 91.7.
Radio never sounded so cool.
From Women Radio 91.7, mask up and stay safe. Easing the lockdown is not the end of coronavirus pandemic. If you have to go out, use a face mask that covers your mouth and your nose. Observe physical distancing 6 feet apart if you can. This is the time to think smart. Regularly wash your hands for at least 20 seconds and sanitize. Stay at home if you have no reason to go out. Remember, your well-being is your responsibility. Mask up and stay safe. This is from Women Radio WFM 91.7.
Whatever you call it, be it apropos, gist, or gossip, best believe we've got you covered 100%.
Join me, NY
and Snow
every Friday at 7:15 p.m. for the best of entertainment gist only on
Blog Soup.
Give them left and right, hot.
You think you know Nigeria's biggest tunes?
This battle is a problem.
Then get in the ring on the Big Tune Show every weekday from 4 to 5 p.m. on WFM 91.2.
Be ready or get knocked out.
WFM. Hey, movement to inspire and to break the culture of silence. Here is 91.7, the voice of women, the voice of women, the voice of women. 91.7, the voice of women, the voice of women. The voice of women, 91.7. WFM 91.7.
We play Nigerian songs.
Every time,
All the time. WFM 91.7.
Don't touch that dial. Matter of fact, turn it up.
Turn up your dial. matter pressure with it. Any of the cool on the way. I go put those and straight away. Even if I get the fever, on my landlord on the credit. As long as happiness stay my radar, I'm not gonna give a best. I don't need to go to fly high. I got the natural high. I don't need to think too much. I was thinking a problem instead of reason solution. Come and make me breathe, come and make me chill, come and make me get down, enjoy my life. Come and make me clean without explanation. Come and make me leave, we must groove, oh, we go groove. As long as your breast is a function, we go move, oh, we go move. No matter where you come from, we must groove, oh, we go groove. As long as your breast is a function, we go move, oh, we go move. I'm gonna do, beyond the flesh and the bone. You better bless my your because I'm feeling the tension, dealing with the pressure, dealing with different problems of life. I know that everybody got them. Big man, no small man, doesn't matter if you're black or you're white. See, I tell you, we must groove, oh, we go groove. As long as you're blessed, you can move, oh, we go move. No matter where you come from, we must groove, oh, we go groove. As long as you're blessed, oh, we go move. That and the people them know I post the medulla so regularly stepping the empathy. Come in, no go believe how we just spending money night and to when just to play your eye. Anyhow you think I'm a no outside the guy. So make I just do waiting at the do. If you know jelly, they confused, you can walk in my shoes. Anything they happen, but you don't about you. They stop the good. Make you no go tell somebody, say I tell you. Let's just try to keep this with me and you. I don't need to go, fly high. The natural high. I don't need to think too much. Cause things there isn't solution. Come and make a breathe, come and make a chill, come and make a flex and enjoy my life. Come and make a clean without explanation. Come and make me leave, we must groove, oh, we go groove. As long as your best is a function, we go move, oh, we go move. No matter where you come from, see how she fine like mommy water. Mama see my chest, I see butter.
Yes, your party don't stop. It's my boy DJ Bam in the mix right now, and of course I am cool DJ Jimmy J.
She says she really good boy like don't believe in nothing but the Almighty. Just a little jeans and a pure whitey. She never did forever be nobody wifey. She well I mean a pretty but your heart is a mess. Play you like a villain cause she caught in a way. Tonight I am walking away. 9 to 5 mine and I grind. I might fall in love, depending on how you hold me. I'm glad that I'm calming down. Can't let no one come control me. Keep dancing and call it love. She fights it by falling slowly. If ever you are in doubt, remember what mama told me. Brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls. Your back against the world. I never tried you for anybody else. Brown skin girl, that skin just like pearls. The best thing in the world. I never tried you.
Pose like a trophy when Naomi's walking. She need an Oscar for that pretty dark skin. Pretty like Lupita when the camera's closing. Drip broke the levy when my Kelly's rolling. I think tonight she might pray her break. Melanin too dark to throw her shade. She minds her business and winds her waist. Roll like 24 pairs. Okay.
Tonight I might fall in love, depending on how you hold me. I'm glad that I'm calming down. Can't let no one come control me. Keep dancing and call it love. She fighting but falling slowly. If ever you are in doubt, remember what mama told me. Brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls. Your
your back against the world. I never tried you for anybody else. A brown skin girl, that skin just like pearls. The best thing about the world. I never tried you for anybody else. Have you looked in the mirror lately? There's complexities in complexion. Take me like the earth you be giving back. Hey, baby, know your worth. I love everything about you, from your nappy curls to every single curve about it natural. Same skin that was broken. Most things out of focus, you, but they know it's you. Ooh, yeah, you're beautiful. Women, them gon' fall in love. Your story, your skin is not only dark. Tell your story. Keep dancing, they can't control you. You watching, they all adore you.
Big way, fight it.
FM 91.7.
For you, my charge. You want the phone? Yeah. No care. Cafe for you, my charge. Take me everywhere you want to go. Everything I want to know, no lies. No lie. Yeah, run am anyhow you want to run. No. But you say, kilo come, I'm getting money, biggie money. So what's the fun? Who be risky? Body whiskey, the risky. Kilo come, I'm getting money, biggie money. So what's the fun? Who be risky? Body whiskey, the risky.
Risky, yes, your body risky. Me no one go 50-50. Risky, yes, your body
risky.
Risky, yes, your body risky.
You know I go 50-50.
Risky, yes, your body risky.
Yeah, been a very long time. Yeah, you still a wait for your wine. Body curve up, you're clean and cute. Tell your nipple, them blow my mind. Me will give you money anywhere, anytime. Jiggle up your body, let me see your waistline. Yeah, you know you need me and your body risky. I grade and whiskey tonight. Can't know you love, guess why? Just a being on right hairstyle. Me will give you the world, baby. Me say you are my bonfire. Can't love your style. Ready to give you the ring, girl, child. I'm a bad darling, I'm a bonfire.
But you say, kilo come, I'm getting money, biggie money. So what's the fun? Who be risky? Body whiskey, get tipsy, but body risky. Kilo come, I'm getting money, biggie money. So what's the fun? Who be risky? Body whiskey, get tipsy, but body risky.
Risky, yes, your body risky. You know I'm go 50-50. Risky, yes, your body risky.